Hey, what's up, y'all? So this is another video that I am going to be doing. Let me get my handy dandy notebook. But yes, my lips are kind of burning right now because I put a lip plumper because I wasn't trying to be out here ashy and like crusty. But like, damn. Buxom. I'm gonna show y'all what it is. Hold on. So this is the Buxom. It's the Plump Shot Collagen Lip Serum. And I really like how it feels, not gonna lie. I promise, well, maybe this YouTube could, something we start doing makeup reviews, or like, shoot, something. But welcome back. I hope that you guys are doing well. I basically had a channel yesterday, and I just really want to, just be homegirling it with y'all for this video. Homegirling it with y'all because honestly, I am kind of just dealing with just some weird shit. Dealing with weird shit, and I hope the audio ain't too bad because I can't really I don't really know what's going on when I put the mic on, but I just want to do this video because I have been dealing with multiple things going on, not just I'd say in a personal life basis, but also I've been dealing with things that have affected me in just in general, just like with people just being weird. People being weird, energy switching up. And I know that Saturn is moving into Aries. Well, Saturn has already moved into Aries. And this was the first time since, I don't know if it was since the 90s or if it was before that at all. I don't know if it's every 10 years or not. Don't quote me. But I know that there's a new moon tonight. If you're seeing this on the 20, what day is it? Is it the 27th? Yes. So tomorrow's the 27th. Today's the 26th. There's going to be a new moon tonight. And so basically during that time is really best for, manifestations, just for establishing how you want this new cycle to start off for you, how you want to kind of just bring in the new energy. And not gonna lie, before this video I was not even feeling like doing this shit. Like I had a headache, I've been tired, I was writing a song earlier and I've just been going over and over again. I already said that, but going over it repeatedly because I wanted to one, obviously have it sound good, have it make sense, just have it flow very easily. But also, I was just like, you need to stop. First of all, if we're getting a headache, if we're getting overwhelmed, if we're getting tired, that means we need to take a break. We need to just like take a pause, be like, just take a break, just chill out, because we're not machines. And I got a new haircut. I decided to cut my hair. I hope you'll like it. I just literally took the guard under the 1-inch guard on the clippers, because for some reason I can't find my 1-inch guard for my clippers, and I just went all over because I was trying to remove the extra bleach, the extra damage, very crying out for moisture ends that I had on my head. And now that I cut that off, because also that was I think those hairs that were on the ends, it wasn't the ones from last year, but it was definitely the ends that I was carrying and holding on to during a time that was more tainted. I was going through some spiritual warfare heavy. I was going through some heavy things, struggling with some things, not being able to let go of certain things. And with this new moon, I decided to just cut my hair, decided to give myself a fresh little cut, little kizzy, period. And it's I wanted to grow it out, me and the clippers, it's an undefeatable battle because they're gonna win every time. I want to cut my hair all the time, every moment I get it. And you know, I was even like, should I go shorter? Should I? Maybe yes or no. And oh. But anywho, so yeah, I just decided to just basically go down a little bit shorter, just try to clean things up a little bit because I wanted to just give myself a new start, a fresh start, and just start over new, give myself a new slate to work with, especially because I'm going to be making this transition into a new era, a new time in my life. And obviously, with the shifts that are happening, it is inevitable for things to kind of just change, energy to change, for you to kind of just out with the old and in with the new type shit that's going on. And with that, people are mad. So the whole reason for this video, because my mind is already all over the place, and that's just something that y'all are just going to experience with me while you're on this path with me, because it is very normal, it's very usual that I'm kind of like all over the place. When it comes to conversations, I be moving really deeply onto this one topic, and then all of a sudden I'm onto another topic and we're just bouncing back and forth. It really just goes based off of the vibe that I'm feeling at the moment. So the topic that I was primarily wanted to talk about in this video today is how people just be jealous. Bitches be jealous, okay? People be jealous. Girls and women specifically just having attitudes, having irritations, having projections, having envy, and a lot of different things, especially if you're someone who is attractive, who is beautiful. And I've experienced this a lot. And there's people that are just really weird with like people telling themselves, or people like other people having a problem with, for example, myself calling myself beautiful or gorgeous, or actually like knowing that. And if anybody actually knows me, like actually truly knows me, they know that I say that because I deserve to, and that it's not just coming from some bullshit or just like out of my ass or because of some egotistical shit. Like, no, trust and believe that me speaking on certain things that are obvious to me that used to not be so obvious, because people just don't like when attractive people are confident and embrace their truest selves and embrace all that they are and all facets of their being. And I'm just not standing for it no more. I'm not. So in this video, I wanted to not so much focus on trying to be so palatable and so like, oh, I'm just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna touch on this topic, I'm gonna tiptoe around this one and then go back around this one. No, like, we're not doing that no more. Especially because with this YouTube channel, I want to be my most authentic self. And I'm going to be changing up some things with YouTube videos just moving forward, because I'm tired of this. I'm tired of it. And I'm not dealing with people being upset at me being myself. So I'm just gonna do it anyway, and y'all people can be mad. Okay, thank you. Y'all can just be mad. Be mad. Just be mad, because people are gonna be mad anyways. People have been mad since I literally popped out the womb. Alright? Just speak to my mother. That's all. That's all you gotta know. That's all you gotta deal with. That's it. Okay, that's it. That's all. So the topic and the discourse is, people are jealous of beautiful and attractive individuals. And especially, you are even more susceptible to spiritual warfare, energetic attacks, and other people just trying to get under your skin, trying to get you to believe that, you know, what they say is right about you, to make you believe that you are insignificant, to make you believe that you don't matter, that you nothing, like you don't care. And I'm just like, for what? For what? Like, why y'all acting like that? For real. Like, why are y'all acting like that? Why are you guys upset at somebody else literally just being themselves? And sometimes, if you resonate with this, sometimes it doesn't even have to be like, oh, I do something and that's why you mad. No, sometimes it just happens to be someone walks into a room and they're attractive, and all of a sudden, whew, I almost burped, but it didn't want to come out. But it would have been a confirmation burp, okay? If you look, I watch these two people on YouTube. See, there I go switching topics. There's these two people that I watch on YouTube. And their names are Natija and Jadina. And I don't know if y'all watch them, but if you do, put it in the comments below because I absolutely love them both. And I will meet them one day. I promise it will happen. They are part of my spirit tribe, my soul tribe, and I absolutely adore them. But anywho, they are both beautiful, beautiful women that kind of discuss certain things and explain like how just the way people act is ridiculous and it's inevitable to happen, and it's just like, why? It makes people's lives more difficult, but the beautiful thing about that is you just don't have to deal with it. You don't have to deal with it. So I wrote some things down, but I never really go off of what my notes say. I kind of just go based off of what the channel is, and the channel was to just not worry about nobody no more. Unfortunately, being a beautiful and attractive person, you're gonna have to be pushed into a space, into a situation where isolation is gonna be your comfort. Isolation is gonna be your soft spot, your sweet spot. It's gonna be the place where you go to the most. And what is most important is that y'all have to be comfortable with being comfortable. Be comfortable with being alone. Be comfortable with not conforming to groups, not conforming to bigger crowds, not even having a lot of friends, unfortunately. And this is something that I had struggled with as well for a while, not gonna lie. And that's another part of it too. Some people will have discussions on you have to be in a period of isolation, and you have to be in a period of knowing and complete knowing that being alone is a part of what it means to be not only chosen, but also if you are extremely attractive and beautiful, that is very much a part of it. And I'm not going to say that beautiful and gorgeous people have it the hardest, but they definitely have a very difficult beginning. And a lot of people don't like to really speak on the fact that they've been through difficult things. They've been through hard things. They've been through the realization of, things have to be a certain way. And all right, so the video cut off because my alarm wanted to go off for just whatever. Anyway, we're moving on with the video. But yes, being attractive is very difficult. People don't really like to speak on the fact that if you were in that position, you are going to run into problems such as feeling even envious sometimes of people who don't exactly have the same life or the same difficulties that you had to go through because of the fact that you were attractive, and either you had a broken family system, a dysfunctional family system, or you were bullied as a kid. It's very weird and doesn't really make sense, but a lot of pretty and beautiful people got bullied in high school or in school in general. And this was something that was very foreign to me and very confusing to me, to the point where I was like, okay, am I ugly? Because why am I getting bullied? I thought that people who were considered ugly or unattractive to society were the ones who got bullied. But now I'm being grouped in with these people as well. And it's it's hard for you to not think of yourself as someone who isn't beautiful or isn't, capable of gifts, or has gifts, because of the fact that beautiful and attractive people were put a lot of times into a period of isolation because of social embarrassment, um, social isolation. I can't remember the exact word that I wrote down, but what was it? Oh, social humiliation. Yes, social humiliation is something that a lot of people that have gone through these things encounter. And it's not, I had to teach myself that it was not because of any certain thing that was inherently true. Nothing that everybody else was trying to make me feel about myself was inherently true. And that nothing that, like, and it also goes the same for people who were bullied that are not conventionally attractive or have certain qualities or things about them that make them different from society, and that people are just fucking weak and sad and just disgusting, and they just choose to embarrass them, they choose to ridicule them, they choose to just give them bull crap for no reason whatsoever, because they are unhappy with themselves in some way or another. So don't mind don't mind the people in the back, please. But I'm sorry. See, I'm telling y'all, I'm all over the place. This video is all over the place. Today is Memorial Day, by the way, and I'm at this what is this, like a beach, a park, or whatever it is, and it's packed. There's all types of people here, but we're just gonna keep rolling with it. Hold on. All right. So a lot of the times, jealous and envious people will make you feel as if you are nothing, as if you are insignificant, as if you are unimportant to society. And a lot of the times, this can reflect into multiple parts of your life. So, for example, I was bullied in middle school, high school, even college, which is lame as fuck. Like, college, y'all were adults. Why were y'all just doing random stuff for no reason? Like, literally. They had no business doing any of that, but they just had all the time in the world to just have an issue with me for some reason. And I had to understand and realize after I left, because I had dropped out for some lore. I'm not in college anymore. I'm not going back. I'm not doing that. That lame stuff. I'm not dealing with it, because you know what? Here I go trying to switch the conversation again. Look, I could have a whole ramble about the education system, but we're not going to get into that into this video. But I can definitely talk about it in another one. However, dealing with the things that I had to deal with, it was very difficult for me to understand and realize that there was nothing inherently wrong with me, but that people were just mad because of the fact that I even had a presence. And this can really go for anybody that also has a light within them, a very bright light. If you have a light, if you are golden, if you are radiant, if you are confident, or if you are successful, if you have achieved a lot of things in your life, if you have gone against what things, like the things that people have said about you, and you've overcame them and you've alchemized them, and you actually do something about it and continue to be yourself despite what people try to put on you and try to say about you, oh yeah, people are going to be mad. They're going to be extremely mad. And a lot of the times I will meet people who deal with these similar situations, and they're upset or they're struggling because they don't understand why it's hard for them to make friends. They don't understand why it's difficult for them to be in places where people will accept them and make them feel good. For a lot of the times, I had to end up sitting at my own tables. Whenever I go to certain situations or places, I usually go alone. A lot of the times, actually, because I can be in control of myself, my surroundings, and what is going on around me and with me. Whenever anybody else is added to the equation, things can change. But a lot of the times when I would enter a room, I would have to go to a table by myself, and I would sit there by myself, and there will obviously be people who be trying to recruit you, trying to add you to to add you to their table or add you to their space, and sometimes they just don't. They just literally just stare at you or look at you weird or crazy. Because why are you standing by yourself or sitting by yourself? Like are you weird or something? Like, that's what they be trying to think or trying to be putting on you, when actually it's just, I'm just minding my own business. I'm minding my peace. I'm just here for the event or here for whatever it is that I'm going to do, and I'm getting out. Like, that's just all I'm here for. I'm really just a presence. I'm not here to meet some status quo. I'm not here to show up as somebody or do something or try to, no, not doing it. So a lot of the times, people who are highly attractive and very beautiful people will struggle a lot in society, specifically, especially today's society, because a lot of energies they've been switched. Masculine, or men have, the male gender, okay? The male gender has integrated into a space where they are starting to work or to act from their feminine energy stronger and more prominently compared to their masculine energies. And women are also, emanating a more masculine energy compared to kind of balancing out their more feminine energy, or like acting from that space more primarily. So things are a lot of, like, it's flip flop. There's a lot of changes. There's a lot of differences. There's a lot of discord and inunity. The peoples ain't united. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. Okay, they ain't united. So when that happens, there's just so much emotion. There's so many problems and so many things that just come into contact and clash with one another, and it just really creates a lot of problems and issues for people who have balanced those energies, or who have the secure knowing in their femininity or masculinity, and they stand in that completely and they do it confidently. It's really hard for people like that to exist within these spaces, because there's always going to be people that are envious. There's always going to be people that are trying to put you down, trying to put spiritual warfare on you, trying to put spells and energy attacks on you. And that's a lot of reasons why I prioritize and I emphasize a lot on this channel and past videos to protect your energy, because people are just weird. That's it. People are weird. And at the end of the day, there's no way, nor is there even a point in trying to understand them or trying to comprehend as to why they do the things that they do, but just quite literally just not allowing it to be around you. Quite literally just not deciding to not be around that. Deciding that isolation will be your best friend. So there's going to be a point where you have to be so comfortable with isolation that people cannot isolate you and use it as a disabling factor, or use it to take away from you and your gifts. You have to be so confident and so instilled in your isolation and your alone time. That was so unnecessary. I swear, people be listening to loud ass music, literally with they nice cars down this it's literally like a roundabout, basically. Like, that's just it. They just doing it because they just showing off they little cars or whatever. But we're not worried about that. Dang. Oh my goodness. Look, we're still moving on with this video. Look, we gonna get through it, okay? Because it's gonna come to it. It's gonna come to an ending soon. Oh my gosh. See, I'm telling y'all, the energy is crazy. It's crazy today. You're having throat chakra attacks. Chakra a text, um, just just stuttering, stuttering, all sorts of things. But y'all still get the message. We're still rolling with it. So, I'm trying to see what I wrote in my notes. But yeah, so there has to be a time where people who are very beautiful, confident, lights, just anything that goes against what society has tries to conform you into, or tries to make you a normie or regular, or just like at the baseline with everybody else. You have to be comfortable with being alone. And being alone does not have to be lonely. Trust and believe I have been able to make my alone time very beautiful and peaceful. Like, I to the point where I definitely prefer to be alone, I prefer to be alone compared to being around others, because of the fact that being around others' energy can taint your own. You can pick up on things that are not even your own. That's why a lot of people will struggle with having headaches, random headaches, migraines, having like issues with motivation, issues with, having creative ideas, having inspiration, issues with your health, issues with anything. And this person or people that you were around, that you were picking up on their energy, that are lower vibrational or just don't even like you, period, but they will act like they like you in your face. You just literally have to brush it off. Like, literally brush it off, and just really be extremely selective about when you are going out, who you decide to go out with, and just what type of scenarios are you going to choose to put yourself in, because you always have to expect that somebody is going to be there to drain your energy. Somebody is going to be there to taint your energy, try to take away your energy, try to mess something up, because that just is a part of the life that we live. A part of the life that comes with being someone who is a light, who is confident, who is beautiful. This is just, it's very normal. And it's something that we have to really drill into our brains, that unfortunately it shouldn't be normal, but it is. It's something that comes, it's a cost. Because yes, pretty privilege exists. Opportunities exist for people who are more confident or more beautiful or lights, because of the fact that we've struggled and dealt with so much sadness, darkness, depression, and just messed up things from literally the time that we were born until now, even because of that, because of those things. And people are not going to like that you are going to get the opportunities that you're going to get, or the things that you're going to get, because they thought that they did the magic on you to get you down. They thought they put the magic on you to get you out of the game, to get you off of your path, your divine destined path even. Like, excuse me? First of all, God's source in the universe provided me with this path and gave me this as my birthright. So nobody, none of your little energies, your little spells, your little things can't affect me, can't do nothing on me. It don't affect me. You ain't touching me, because you are protected. I am protected. Okay? We are protected. We don't got to worry about nothing outside of us affecting who we are and what we got going on and what we're doing, because you have to get to the point where you're so affirmed and so confident in yourself that you don't need nothing. You don't need nothing or nobody to get in your head and tell you what you should do about your life, tell you about what you should do about your emotion, about what you're doing in your life and what you're in your day-to-day schedule. Nothing like that. It literally has no importance and no influence whatsoever. That's how you got to be thinking. Because I'm getting to the point where I'm sick and tired of people thinking that they can get into my head and into my spaces and into my power, and thinking that they're going to fuck some shit up. And the reality is they didn't do anything. They didn't do nothing, because I'm still doing what I'm doing. I'm still popping my shit. I'm still popping off. I'm still flapping my gums, talking to y'all on the YouTube. I'm still doing the thing that I'm doing on Instagram. Like, nothing stopped because of what people tried to do to you, try to say about you, try to impose on you, and try to project on you. It has no influence at all. And when you get to that point, baby, I tell you, that's where the protection and the protecting your energy has to become even more intense, even more higher. And I'm not going to tell you to put up your walls and to push people away and to not let nobody in. But you have to have discernment, and you have to be intentional, and you have to listen to your intuition. And with this message too, like, have discernment and have the understanding that you don't have to take everything that is in this message. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. Because regardless, somebody can understand and relate to this video. Somebody can get information and get understanding and get insight from this video. And that's why it's happening. That's why it's being put out. That's why it's being made right here, right now. And somebody probably didn't want this to happen. Somebody out there probably didn't want me to continue this channel. But you know what? I'm here, okay? And I'm here to stay. And I'm never leaving, okay? So you have to get so disgustingly and obnoxiously confident and reassured in your destiny and in your gifts and in your path. Because it is, first of all, your birthright. And also, who told you that you couldn't? Who told you that it couldn't happen? Who told you that it couldn't be you? I know Source didn't. I know God didn't. I know the universe didn't tell you that. So, regardless, you're going to pop your shit and going to do what you gotta do, regardless of what anybody's gonna say or what anybody feels or says about you and tries to project and impose on you, because none of them have any influence or any importance. And once they understand and see that they don't have any influence or importance over your life and what you're doing and what you got going on, they will be even madder. They'll be even madder. And all you could do is just laugh at these people, really, because low vibrational people, envious people, people that just act out of their lower energy are extremely hilarious. They're a joke, actually. Like, you just have to laugh at them at this point, because they are incapable of understanding that the world does not resonate around them. Your world is not theirs. That people want you to be thinking that you should treat them like God, or you should be thinking that they're God, or expecting them to or like people be trying to expect you to treat them like that they're God, or that they have any sort of divine power over you, or they have some sort of possession or some sort of authority over your life. Who said? Who said? Not even my mom and my freaking dad have any authority over my life and what I got going on. And if you know me, you know that. And you know, if you know, you know. Period. Okay? Like, I'm telling y'all. When nothing can touch you, you are unstoppable. And when nobody can affect you, you are unstoppable and you become dangerous. You have to protect your energy. You have to protect your vessel. You have to protect everything of who you are. And so with this message, that also moves into the next little part of it, that do not, for any reason, confirmation burp, okay? Do not for any reason think that someone affecting you or putting things into your head or making you feel like you are insignificant and incapable of doing the things that you were put on this earth to do. Do not let anybody get in your head and think and make you think differently. Make you think that that's not supposed to happen, that that is not what you're supposed to be doing. Do not. Nobody has any authority over you. Nobody has any power over you. You have to reinstill that into your mind. And when it comes to your art, you need to treat your art as if you would treat your stomach. When it comes to eating, you have to eat. Okay? So you better eat in other ways too. Period. Okay? Period. You have to eat in multiple ways. It is a obligation that you have to nourish and take care of your body in one way or another. It is your obligation to be responsible for your actions and your reactions, because you cannot control how anybody else reacts to what you say or what you do. You cannot control what anybody else does or just anything. They're so cute. I just saw two people just running around. Oh, I think they're a couple. I love gay people. You know, period. Because it's going to be Pride Month next month, and it's also my birthday month, so what's up? I know that Spirit was doing something about putting me in the month of the gays, because especially because I think one of the Pride festivals is on my birthday, but I know that they was cooking up with that one. That was for a reason. They said you was gonna be fruity as hell. Okay, fruity by the foot, by the mile. Okay, not the foot. Many miles. Anywho, do your art. Release your art. Put out your art. When people are hating, put your art out more. When people don't, they trying to put spells on you and you're starting to feel discouraged or unmotivated or any, whatever is going on, go even harder. Put your art out even harder. Invest in yourself even harder. Because that is how you fight against spiritual warfare. That's how you fight against enemy attacks. That's how you fight against anything that's going on in your life or I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm trying to keep the privacy of these people in the back, even though this is the public space. So, anywho, don't worry about nothing. Keep doing what you gotta do. Keep shining the way you gotta shine. Brighter than you've ever had before. Greater than you ever have before. Your comeback. Oh my gosh, they're twins. I'm sorry, y'all. There's so much shit going on in this video. Like, literally so much. And one of the twins has a limp. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that. I just be observing things. Look, I didn't tell y'all that I was neurotypical, alright? I be making observations, and sometimes they don't always be socially acceptable. But I never mean no harm. I just be making observations. But, yes. Go even harder with your art. Go even harder with your gifts. Reclaim what you've been put on this earth for. Do what you gotta do to make sure that you are achieving and staying focused on yourself, your plan, and your purpose, because that's all you gotta do. The 3 P's for pressure, okay? We're being pressure this year. Pressure this next season. And this next season there's gonna be a lot of things that are coming. They're coming in, that are growing, that are blossoming for us. And we need to stay ready. We need to stay excited. We need to stay intact. And we need to stay confident, because nothing and nobody can get us off our track. Nothing and nobody can get us off of what we got going on. So understand that, know that, keep that close into your heart. Remind yourself that every single day. And I know that if you are watching and if you are resonating, if you have followed me thus far, you have been practicing your affirmations. You have been practicing manifesting. And I understand that all of those things, yes, they have value. They have value. But none of them take more importance over the way that you care about yourself, the way you feel about yourself, and resting and rejuvenating. You are not a machine. You are not a robot. You are not a product to be sold or to be displayed on, TV or in the media or things like that. You have value. You have so much value and so much respect within you. You have so much importance in this world within you. Never let nobody dim your shine and dim your light and dim who you are as a person and who you really can be in this world, because I know a lot of y'all are watching this have yet to even experience the extent of your fullness, the extent of your being, your light, your love, and your authenticity. I know. And I know because I'm just there with y'all. I'm just going along in this journey with you guys as well. So you're not the only one that is dealing with these things, dealing with this spiritual warfare, dealing with this discouragement or the confusion, the pain and the suffering, especially with everything that's been going on astrologically. And now that Saturn is moving to Aries, I know you'll have to look yourself really hard in the eye. Really look at yourself in the eye and just be like, dang, am I actually doing what I gotta do? Am I actually being who I want to be? Have I actually let go of these demons that have tried to infiltrate my mind? Let go of these demons that have tried to put me down, that have tried to discourage me, things that are old, things that are from the past, things that are no longer serving you. Have you let them go? Have you become more blended or more integrated into the person that you are, that you have always been? You have to remember who you are and who you've always been, because that person never left you. It never left you, babe. It never did. And with Saturn being into Aries now, there's going to be repeated cycles, things repeating, cycles repeating, people coming back to try to test you, and they're not from source, they're not from the universe, and they are nothing for you to even spend an ounce of your attention or to pay any mind to, because they're coming back because they want to see whether or not you are the same person that you've always been. If you are the same person who allowed that stuff, that bullshit in the past to slide again. If you are the same person to allow the same treatment and the same disrespect. If you're the same person who didn't have the boundaries, who didn't have the care for yourself, the attention, the attention to their words and their energy and what they was doing. Because if you're someone who is also energetically sensitive like me, you're gonna pick up on this stuff, and it's not gonna be just out of the blue. It's going to be extremely obvious. So when it comes up, don't forget it. Do not ignore it. Listen to your intuition, because your intuition is your education. That's what I'm telling y'all. I could really ramble about this stuff all day long, but I'm not going to yap your ear off just yet, okay? We're going to leave that for a next one. But yes. We're not doing that no more. We're not doing no team player. We're being obnoxious and we're being authentic and we're being loud and proud. Okay, loud and proud. Okay, for your pride. All right, because Pride Month is next month. And what? We're proud. I don't even care if y'all are gay or not. Period. Be proud. Be proud of yourself. Better be an ally, because I don't support nobody who is homophobic or transphobic or anything. And that goes towards all of the genders, all of the races, all of the ethnicities and ambiguities and ambidextrousness. Okay? I'm not going for it. So if y'all are for that, my page is not for you. I'm so sorry, because it gets real gay over here. And this is not the first time I'm going to be talking about some gay shit. So, oh, jeez. Yeah, just remember that you're the shit and it don't stink. Okay? And that's the message that I got for y'all. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you got something from this, from my yapping and blabbers. Because I know I love to hear me yap, but I hope that y'all got something from this. And if you made it to the end of the video, I'm so thankful for that. I'm appreciative of you. And support me however you want to support me. Do whatever you want, okay? Free will. I'm not going to tell y'all what to do. Do whatever the fuck you want, okay? Literally. And I don't celebrate no holidays, but I hope that you guys are having a wonderful day. And have respect for anybody that have respect for people who work hard, who do what they gotta do, who are themselves authentically, are confident, are respectful and righteous. Okay? That's all. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. So I'm sending so much love. I love you guys. And I'm sending you compassion. I'm sending you so much confidence and so much power, so much willpower, because I know it's been tough. I know that y'all been waiting. I know that it's been a long time coming. But the gifts are coming, the dreams are coming, and your destiny is literally right around the corner. Like, your destined dreams and opportunities and manifestations are right around the corner. But this was the last stop before you had to get to that version of who you are and fully see those things coming out to the surface and fully see those things coming into to your external realm. But you had to understand first that you were always capable of everything that you wanted to do, and it was always within you. It was always within you. It never went anywhere. Okay? You are safe now. You are safe. And understand that and remember that. You are safe to be the person that you've always wanted to be the person who has dreamed, the little child inside of you who has been screaming to be out and authentic and to be themselves. You are safe. And don't let nobody get to you. Don't let no bullshit get to you. No energy, no discouragement, no nothing. And remember, when you feel unmotivated, when you feel discouraged, when you don't feel capable of doing something, of doing what you're supposed to be doing on this very earth, the things that make you smile, the things that make you happy and make you laugh, do it even harder. Okay, babe? Do it 10 times harder. I love you. Think about yourself. Do it for yourself. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. And I'm sending so much peace. And I wish you well. I wish my haters well too. I'm going to fight them with love. Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.